Hello, it's Dr. Shelley, and we probably need to do a nice little recap, right? We've had a month plus some change of the nonsense. And so we're making sure that you are on board with what's going on and what we as a powerful group of people in this nation have planned, right? So we talked about it. We said, get your shit together, which means pay off your debt and do it quickly. Save the date, March 9th at 2 o'clock right here in Cleveland. Text me 216-410-0936 if you want to join a community with me and pay each other's debts completely off, because there's more power in numbers. So go ahead and RSVP for March 9th, 2025 right here in Shelley's Nursing Review. Did you get your passport? Did you at least apply for a passport for every single member of your family? Especially those of you whose passports expire next year. You can apply a year in advance, and you really do have to. Now remember, the minute you apply to renew your passport, you can't use your current one. So if you have a trip planned this year that's going to take you out of the country, then you're going to need to wait till you get your feet back on the ground in this country to apply for your renewal. So you should time it really closely, because a lot of places won't even let you come to their country if you only have 6 months left on your passport. These are things you got to know. Do you have your bags packed just in case you got to break camp yesterday? Yeah, and have your shit together, right? So in one of my bags are literally everything I would ever need to start up another life somewhere else. I have my tax returns, I have my passport, social security number, I have my registrations for different things. I have everything, you guys, that I could ever need in that one bag in case I got to get the fuck up out of here. Also, I have just a quickie bag full of stuff I know I would die if I couldn't have with me, and I needed to just get the fuck out of here. I want to make sure that you are aware that we are calling cash the king. We're getting away quickly from digital currency unless we own a business, which there's not a lot of choice in that matter. You got to do what you got to do. But if you don't own a company, what are you doing with this digital currency? It is a nightmare for you. It's wonderful before he got in office, but now that things have completely changed, you need to know they're tracking everything you do with the digital. If you're like me and you really understand and believe that the person who owns Facebook, Instagram, and Threads is meeting regularly with this jerk in the White House, then you know you got to get off of it. And it's going to be the hardest decision I've got to make. And maybe I'll like baby step it, but for sure, Facebook's got to go. Instagram's got to go. I was never on Threads. I never really bought into TikTok because I really wasn't thinking China was the way to go either. Remember, your two independent sources of social media is Blue Sky and Fanbase. So I'm going to have to really, if I get off of the Facebook and the Instagram and TikTok, I know that I will learn the other two. And here's the thing, you can download everything from your Instagram and your Facebook. You can download that to Fanbase. Now, more important things that you should be doing. You must remember, when you boycott, it's not just going to be as simple as one day. Prepare your spirit and your soul and your emotional intelligence to know that the Montgomery bus boycott took 15 months at least. It is working. I told you before. I'll review with you what I said before. Our boycotts are working. U.S. retail sales have tanked, literally tanked, like they've gone horribly low. Walmart is predicting lower than expected growth for 2025. Amazon's earnings report last week, let me quote them, 2025 is off to a rough start. Stock market has not been doing that great because that's where all of this is affecting the bottom line. And see, what you got to think of is that we created this hot ass mess. We made those corporate monsters who they are. Yeah, because we kept buying and buying and buying. And we kept swiping credit cards and swiping credit cards and swiping credit cards. That's why your ass is paying that shit off. We have got to get our affairs in order. If we look in the mirror, we did not help our situation at all. We created this situation, but we can take the power back. I believe in that. I do. I saw the power of boycotts in my life. We need to do this, okay? Then I want you to remember that you need to think about learning Spanish. A lot of the whole world speaks Spanish, and some of the best places to go are Spanish speaking places. So, I don't know if you've noticed, but I certainly have, and I am concerned about it, and I want to warn you in advance. Have you noticed more police, sheriffs, troopers, policemen patrolling the areas? Yes. Now, I thought it was me because I tend to be a little bit, like, well, is it me? But when you get done teaching psych all the time in nursing, you start thinking, maybe I'm paranoid schizophrenic. So I really didn't say anything to anybody. But then when I went to teach class this week, I had students asking me, Miss Shelley, did they put more cops on the beat? Because I see them more and more. And then my cousin said it the very next day. She was like, what's up with all these police all over the place? And today again, while I was out and about running errands, I saw more police. Watch your back, watch your front, watch your kids, watch your wife, watch everybody. Had the kids, had the wife. Not really, but whatever. Now, lastly, I want to remind you to include your children in on all of this. I get a little frustrated with what I call millennial parents nowadays, because they're treating their children in a way that's like they don't want them to know anything grown-up-y. They don't want them to have anything harsh in their life. Well, guess what? This is fucking harsh. Everything that's going on is fucking harsh, okay? I've got real friends, nurses, nurse practitioners telling me they got that email that said, list the 5 things you did in the last week. They answered that email. They pressed send to the appropriate place, and within 20 minutes they were fired. This is real, you guys, and they worked at the VA. So I need you to know this is not a bullshit kind of, it'll pass over. No, it's not going to pass over, because like I said, we fucked around and found out that this motherfucker was serious about everything he promised you he was going to do. Now, I knew that, but I couldn't convince you. So right now, we can't cry over spilled milk. We got to get it together. Okay, so get these kids on board, because what you guys don't understand is that the entire civil rights movement started with teenagers, 15-year-olds. A lot of those sit-ins at the countertops at Kresge's and Woolworths, those were kids, those were teenagers, those were no older than college kids. These young people are on fire, and we need their fire, and we need to let them ignite with us, because that's when real power is made. When you change a generation of people's thought processes to understand how we can powerfully fight this nonsense. And this is truly going to be the fight of our lives. God bless you. Let's get ready for tomorrow. Did you go to the grocery store already? Did you get your gas? Did you get your dinner and everything? Did you pack your lunch? Because you ain't going no fast food. And no, you and your man ain't going to Longhorn. Fuck no. Nah, y'all ain't going to no movies. Y'all ain't doing shit tomorrow. I thought we agreed on this. Come on now. Shit. The fuck? Deuces. Love you.